You might think of hydroponics as something that requires lots of pumps and buckets and all kinds of complicated stuff that really just makes it not worth your while. And I just want to tell you that's not the case. This video is specifically for my new favorite UK gardener, Hannah Wilma Murphy. I'll try and link her channel in the description or, down below somewhere. This is the most simple setup you could possibly use for hydroponics. Just a mason jar with the nutrient solution, some sort of grow media up top, and your plant. No pumps required. They call this the crack key method. You want to leave a little bit of room there for some air. And you'll want to see some nice fluffy white air roots there. And as long as your roots are, I would say green, algae is a problem, but it's okay. To cream color is good. Anything brown, bad. You might need to address that situation. Definitely, if you want to keep the light out, wrap it in tape. Use the sleeve that the jars come in. Put some paint on it, whatever. Just keep your light down to a minimum, and algae probably won't even be an issue. I actually have these 3D printed little jar koozies with a nice little lid. And to get your nutrient solution, very cheap. You can get a very vast supply of something called Master Blend, which is a powder. So to mix your nutrient solution, get yourself a baker scale, something like that. And you're going to use, I like Master Blend. It's pretty standard for anybody that's doing hydroponics. Easy peasy. It is it's like 14 or 15, something or something. But very common Master Blend. You're going to mix that at a 2-to-1 ratio with Epsom salt. Okay, and you're going to dissolve it fully in water. I like to use an electric kettle to get water warm, about a liter's worth. I mix mine in 5-gallon batches, so that's a lot, but just warm to hot water. Fully dissolve it, and then put it in your final volume of water, right? And then at the same weight that you mix the Master Blend in, you'll do calcium nitrate. And your mix should be perfectly fine if you follow that. So total, it's a 2-to-1-to-2 ratio that you're mixing the stuff in. However, this goes in last, like when you're ready to feed. What I do to keep things on standby is I will mix up, say I want 5 gallons of solution. I'll do 2.5 gallons of the Epsom salt and the Master Blend base formula. And in a separate 2.5 gallons, I will do this calcium nitrate. The only caveat to that method, which does make it easier to mix on demand and you can keep the stuff mixed forever is fine, is you have to double, because when you put your 2.5 gallons together, you've actually just made one full 5-gallon batch, which is what the instructions say on the bags for the Master Blend system. You can get your calcium nitrate separately and Epsom salt and just buy the base master blend and mix it yourself. That's a little bit cheaper, but not by much. It's good to get the full system. I think it's like $60 for enough to last you a very long time, especially if you're using this method. I have some deep water culture 12-gallon tanks that have Roma and an Aji Amarillo, and they are consuming something like I don't know, 7 or so gallons of solution, almost a gallon of solution a day. So yeah, if you see a little bit of brown gunk at the bottom of your jars, that's not a big deal. It's actually the reason you don't want to mix your solution when you're not feeding, because the calcium nitrate and the master blend base solution will start reacting with each other and forming a sort of a salt that settles down to the bottom of your growing tank, and it's locked. Essentially, those nutrients become locked together. It's not going to affect your plant positively or negatively unless it gets really disgusting. But yeah, you can just pop your lid off and change your jar. It's actually pretty good if you take a portion of your solution from the in-use jar and put it in your new jar. These are my dried peppers. Don't worry about those little guys. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. You can use electric lights if you're doing this indoors. If you've got a little greenhouse outside, works perfectly there. You know, you're on your own to figure the lighting out. But something as simple as standby. One of these really strong shop lights, I think it's like 100 watts. This could grow like a full size tomato plant or something like that. They're pretty strong and cheap. So it doesn't have to be like a specific grow light. It just has to be powerful enough. You have to have enough wattage in your light if you're doing this indoor. All right. Hey, leave any questions, comment, and check out Miss Hannah Wilma Murphy's channel. Thanks a lot.